Howdy, howdy, and today we're going to talk about our newest addition to the game, the Obelisk. This dungeon and what we should be doing, as well as our monthly event, this time the Meowmic, what you should be purchasing in the shop, and all of that good stuff. So let's get into this Obelisk. Already cleared up to the third floor, and you will notice on your first day that you can only clear three, and the other one says coming soon. If you can read here, it says this floor is not open yet. A certain number of floors are open every day, so they might be giving us 2 or 3 floors each day. It's currently 10:49 p.m. where I'm at 12 a.m. We should be receiving some new floors. I'm not exactly sure how many, but when we do, we do. I want to just go over some things. Just know that we at the top here, you can see that we have 5 little tokens that we can use to enter in. They refresh once every hour. You can click here on the go tab. So as you get further in, you can just like click to whichever floor you want to go directly to, and it take you to that floor, so you don't have to go through the scrolling or clicking and all of that. Now, something that somebody was telling me earlier that's pretty controversial, certain floors require you to have heroes that probably some of you F2P players won't either have or too far out of reach to get. Like you see here, it says win with Fire Schneider. So you gotta have the red pup in your party to do this. Now, red pup is pretty inexpensive on the renown side, but renown is a precious resource. And if you don't plan on actually building the red pup, I don't exactly recommend having him. So this might be rewards that are unattainable for some. I believe it's what 15 is the crazy one. Yeah, 15 where you have to have the dirty bird. Now that's great for me to get this skill up, but for you guys that don't have a million renown and don't plan to build the dirty bird, like it's pretty rough on that end of things. So a bit frustrating, I can say, for that portion of the content. Now, I will be 100% honest. I don't think this is actually a great version of what a tower should be like, but at least we have something. The fights are moderately strong, so if you're already in the stream and you've been playing since day one, probably these first 3 floors is cakewalk for you. They are progressively getting harder. So if you guys are still working through your progression and really haven't got a solid team yet, you still got most of your team 4-starred or so, it's going to be hard once you get to floor 3 and probably so on. So making sure you meet all the conditions of each battle of what you need. Read carefully, because I had to go back and do a couple floors more than once because I didn't read. Reading is fundamental. But and that's pretty much it so far. As we get further through, I'll probably end up putting together maybe some guides or so for some of the more tougher floors that possibly will be difficult for even some of the seasoned players since day one of Global. So now let's head on over to our Mystic Beast event. Remember, guys, we get this once every month. It's a different Mystic Beast, different little tokens, blah, 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 all that good stuff. But every month we do get some. So it gives you a lot of good rewards that we could have. And one thing I noticed right away is the reward system at the bottom. These numbers definitely changed. They shortened up the numbers quite a bit. It still scales the same on the long end from what it looks like, but it's a lot cheaper in the early part. So we're going to get a lot of good rewards really fast. And we probably actually complete this one this time around. Because last time we got close. We couldn't get the very last one, but I think this time we should be able to knock it out in these 2 weeks. So let's get into our shop. All right, there are a few differences from the last shop that we have. Not that much, but a bit. We do got 1,000 crystals that we can purchase in here, which is it costs quite a bit, but well worth 1,000 extra crystals. That could be another hero in your team, or possibly just another role in the gacha. Because let's be honest, we always want more gear. And then a million gold. Million gold doesn't go a long way, but it can go to something if we able to get that million gold extra. and then 10 stacks of 200,000 gold, which adds up and it's really, really good here. So some of us are getting close, if not already have their Lucilicas, because I think I have like 3 days left or so. So they're giving you some mats in here that can possibly good for ascending your Lucilica once you get her. So this is something that is possibly something that you're gonna want to pick up. I wouldn't recommend this being the first thing to pick up in here. Always you want to get your soul stone. The soul stone is your skill up for your heroes, and that is the most important piece of the puzzle that you will need. After that, of course, is your renown, which the one I'm going for because I need to ascend a new hero that I have. Yes, yes, yes. Outside of those two, what I think you should be going for after that is the crystals. Saving up and making sure you can get all these crystals right out of that, and then following up with the big boy for the gold, and then you can possibly get the other gold, the rest of these elixirs here. If you're playing and farming enough, you should be able to get your one elixir a day or your one stack of elixirs a day. Making sure you get those pots and then start chipping off at the rest of the materials in here as you see fit. So that's pretty much the order of what you want to get. We'll go over it again. Soulstone first, Renown second, Crystals third, Big Gold, Little Gold, or experience pots, and just somewhere in between getting your low pots in that one every day, because five shouldn't be too bad. Now hopefully you guys have saved up your energy if you have a few energy throughout the week. For you F2P players, for people that are buying energy, you should probably have a decent amount. Hopefully you haven't used up your energy. Just keep in mind every time we have one of these events being announced, make sure you save up your energy so you can be ready to grind out on the weekend when energy is at its lowest cost, because they generally throw not just the regular event but an extra one on top of it. I believe we should have that, so energy doesn't cost as much and you can grow grind. And the best place for you to grind, and I'll show you. Now this is pretty subjective to some degree because it all depends on what you're looking for. At at the very best, if you're trying to get some promotion materials for, like, let's say 6 star, you definitely want to be in here grinding on extreme probably. So you're going to get more gold, possible gear, or gear just to sell for more gold. But the where you're gonna want to be is on normal mode, stage 1-5. 1-5 because this is the gold stage. We use the experience pots to give ourselves experience, so there's no reason to ever farm an experience stage. Gold is a resource that we use for so many different things, so you want to be getting that little bit extra gold. And the reason why we go to normal 1-5 is because it's relatively easy. You can go in, and if you're pretty far into the game, you probably can one shot the waves relatively easy. So you might only need like 3 heroes at the most. I using 2 because I've got the burst formation. My blue Sophie will burst on the third wave, so I don't need a third hero. But generally, I had 3 AoE heroes in. We go in 3 waves, done, boom. It's over in less than a minute or so. Animations do take long, so it does ride out a bit, and we're able to go through them fast. Not only that is you get to farm the event faster, you also get to get your class agates, like let's say your striker agates, your cleric agates. Uh, let me not let me stop lying. Your your warrior, your guardian agates, and your sniper agates. If you can find some striker and some cleric agates, that'll be great. But you're able to get those, and they drop a lot more. I noticed the difference between normal, hard, and extreme. That the hard and extreme they drop, but it's like few and far between. But on normal, I have up to, and I do like 20 battles now where I can see maybe 5 to 6 within 20 battles. So generally a good ratio is like 3 to 4 in 10 battles, and that is possible. Like 10 to 15 battles, that is definitely possible within the Rams. Like, but it's not every time, but it does happen quite often. But on extreme, it takes longer and maybe possibly get 1 or 2 at the most after completing. So we figured that out the last time around. So this time, wanted to make sure you guys had this information so you can get the best farming capable possible. And normal is not going to give you the most gold or anything like that, but it still adds up over time depending on how much energy you have to invest in to the event. So this is all what I want to go over for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed. And if you did, make sure you smash that like button. If you didn't, there is a button for you guys as well. Let's talk more about the game. I got to do some updates to my tier list. We do got two new heroes, or rather just one new hero, but two versions of her in the game. So we want to add Sophie into all of the tier lists where she belongs and update the tier list as a whole, because there's some differences and some thoughts in my opinions that have also changed. So be looking out for that. I should have a video coming out soon. I am getting close to getting this advanced raid guide out. Just bear with me. I'm really trying to compile all my information, get all of my video footage and everything that I need important together so we can have all of that. Until then, subscribe if you're new here. Turn those post notifications on so you can see my content when it goes live first. And this is your host, Gamer Dude 2088, signing out saying much love, God bless, deuces.